This is Barbara Ellisted with the Mesquite Citizen Journal, and we're here today with Chuck Thompson, who was announced last Saturday as the 2013 Veteran Day Parade Grand Marshal. So congratulations on your selection.
Thank you.
That speaks a lot about your contributions to the city of Mesquite and to your country as a veteran, so we appreciate both of those. Tell us a little bit about what it means to you to be selected as the Grand Marshal of the Vet Day Parade, because that's quite an honor.
Well, I was actually quite shocked at the fact that they selected me. There's many other veterans in this community that are well deserving, so I take it as a great honor, and thank the committee very much for it.
Yeah. And the Veterans Day Parade is November 2nd.
Yes.
So we look forward to seeing you in that lead car and enjoying it.
Well, I appreciate that, and it's kind of funny in a way because the fact that I've been on the Veterans Honor Guard, and we've marched in every parade, you know, so it's kind of funny to be riding instead of walking.
Yeah, and this is the 17th year for the Mesquite Veterans Day Parade too.
Yes, it is. It started very small, but it's growing every year, and with the great help from Utah and Las Vegas, ROTC, it's really helped. And used to be able to get the National Guard in, but they're a little busy right now. So
yeah, just a little.
So.
All right, well, let's talk a little bit about your background and your history and some of your accomplishments. Not just in the military, you were United States Air Force for 20 years. Go Air Force.
Go Air Force.
Go Air Force. And you did 2 tours overseas. One of them was in Vietnam and one was in Thailand.
Right. And then I spent most of my time in the Far East. I'm married to an Okinawan lady, and so I spent a lot of time in Okinawa, and of course the normal TDYs to Korea and Japan and Philippines and all over the Far East. And I spent very little time in the States, really. I just liked it overseas, and to me it was better duty. And so after 20 years, I figured that's enough, and so I got out in 1975.
Okay. And you moved to Mesquite in 1997.
Yes.
Okay.
My brother had lived in Caliente, and we used to come down once a year and get together with him. And so after I retired from the post office, we made the grand tour and decided Mesquite was the place.
Good.
And they have an old saying in Mesquite, you know, you come for a day, you stay for a lifetime.
Right.
And that's true.
Okay. You know, we just spent a little bit of time kind of going through your scrapbook, and you have a whole list of accomplishments since 1997 just here in Mesquite. Probably one of the most significant that will live on forever is that you were one of the founding members of the committee who put together and built the Veterans Memorial at the city park, which is right beside the city cemetery. And that opened in November of 2001.
Right.
What was your thoughts, if you can go back to that point, about putting that memorial together, because it is very beautiful?
Well, I think actually it all started with just kind of where your brain goes bananas. They tore down an old pump house right there by the park, and they were just going to put grass in there. And I went over there and I said, well, you know, we don't have a memorial for the veterans. So I got with the mayor and the city council, and they said, oh, yeah, that might be okay, but we're not going to finance it all, you know. And I said, well, you know, I'll get down on my hands and knees and beg enough money. And they said it would take a year and a half, 2 years, and it was completed in about 6 months.
Wow.
And it's through a lot of hard work, not only from the committee, but also the city. The city workers did an outstanding job. The architect did the drawings free. We got a lot of free cement, a lot of free bushes and stuff. And so it's one of my crowning moments. I really felt really heartfelt because we did need a veteran center memorial, and it's next to the cemetery and everything, convenient. And I was really surprised at the number of people that actually go over there and visit. A lot of tourists come through and go look at it. So I was really pleasantly surprised about it.
Well, and it is a focal point now for a lot of the veterans' celebrations and ceremonies and memorials.
Memorial Day.
Yes.
And the Elks have their Flag Day over there. And so it's a nice little place.
Yeah.
And it looks better than just grass.
Yes, I agree. Absolutely. You also were a founder of the Mesquite Veterans Honor Guard.
Well, you know, the first year I was here, the American Legion had a small honor guard, and the VFW really didn't have a honor guard. So I got together with Cecil Donahue, who at that time was the commander of the American Legion, and we got together and said, hey, let's form a mutual honor guard, you know. So with the help of George Rapson, at that time he was the big boss up at Casablanca, we got uniforms, old security guard uniforms, and got everybody outfitted, and the first function we did was the grand opening of school, and
in Beaver Dam.
In Beaver Dam.
Okay.
And from then it's growing. We probably average 15 funerals a year,
right? And
it's full military honors. Most funerals they just present the flag.
Right.
We have the rifles. We give a volley of rifles. We have play the taps, and then we present the flag. And we've done a lot. It got to a point where they were calling on the honor guard for everything from flag raisins to calf roping to funerals to just anything. We've done conventions. Different outfits come in here, and we pull honor guard duty up for the conventions. So it's to me, it's what this community really needed.
Right, and it is such a striking presentation that is always a really nice way to honor the veterans and honor the military.
Yes,
so.